Are we causing our own anxiety? This is something I've really started to think about recently as I've been working to heal my nervous system and work through anxiety. I struggled with anxiety as a teenager and I sort of got through it, so I thought. And for like 5 years, I wasn't really struggling with anxiety, or now I know is OCD, for quite a while. And the past 6 months, it's come back with a vengeance. And I'm starting to what feels like kick it in the ass. And as I do that, every single day I'm realizing this is all in my head. My example for this, that sort of was what really made it click for me, was I've been feeling really overwhelmed and stressed out with work lately. Don't get me wrong, for good reason. I had a lot of things on my plate. I have a business where I was full-time with this for 5 years. I run a marketing business, social media marketing, and I edit some videos for YouTubers on the side, and I do a lot of things there. And then I also I was a talent manager, so I was getting influencers brand deals. And then back in September, I got hired at a company called Gigastar, and I'm there full-time as a creator partnerships manager. So I essentially had 2 full-time jobs, and then the talent manager was like my side gig. And I found myself getting very overwhelmed randomly. And so you're probably hearing that and saying, so yeah, you're going to sit here and tell me it's all in your head, but obviously there were external situations that were leading to you feeling this way. What I mean by this is I was sort of putting myself into the situation that was causing me a ton of overwhelm and a ton of anxiety because of my anxiety, which was all in my head. The sort of example behind this is, again, I was super stressed out with work. I sat down to think about it and really just question myself, which is something I've been trying to do more of, is be intentional and get to the root of things. And I was like, why am I so overwhelmed? Okay, because I have a lot on my plate. Why do I have so much on my plate? Let's let go of this talent management thing. I don't need it. I have a stable job. Gigastar is very good income. I feel stable there. And then I also have my business and I feel stable there as well. So I was like, what am I holding on to this for? And it very clearly came to me of just rooted in fear and lack mindset almost, which I know lack mindset goes around a lot with woo-woo things. And this isn't woo-woo at all. It's very grounded in reality, I think. Essentially, I had these horrible fears, and I'm working through this in therapy of realizing how afraid I am of losing things and having instability. So my sort of thought process on this was what if I lose my job at Gigastar and I don't have income? Okay, then I'll have my business. What if I lose all of my clients in my business? I'll need something. So that's why I kept talent management. Because what if I lose my first stable job, and then what if my business doesn't succeed? Where my job is stable and my business is currently very successful. What if both of those things go to shit? Then I need this. Hey, how about no? How about you just enjoy what's in front of you right now? And this is something I've really been working on. It's opening my eyes to what's in front of me and looking around and being what's the current reality? What's the current situation? Okay, the current reality is that I have a really good stable job and I really like it and I'm doing well and people like me there. I'm good. The other part of my current reality is that my business is doing really well, so well to the point that I've been able to hire my boyfriend to be my assistant 2 days a week. Oh my God, okay, so what if I lose all of my clients and then I can't pay him anymore? He's relying on this. He has a job as well. He can just go back to doing that full time instead of, it was just this whole thing of realizing how I sort of was just spiraling for no reason and creating my own hardships and my own pain. So when I started to peel back those layers, I was like, holy shit. Okay, these are all just stories I've been telling myself. My anxiety is just a bunch of stories I've made up. And I understand why my brain does this. I grew up in a very unstable environment, so my brain sort of expects it. I grew up with this very strong belief that good things end, nothing good stays, people leave, things leave, you can't rely on things, nothing is reliable, nothing is trustworthy. I have to make sure I have systems in place and plan Bs, plan Cs, backup plans, all of these things to make sure I'm safe, to make sure I'm secure. Babe, that's not the case anymore. That's not my truth anymore. That's not what life needs to be. And damn it, I don't want life to be that way. I don't want to work my life away and be so stressed out in fear that things will go away. God forbid I lose my job and God forbid my business doesn't work out. I'll figure it out then. But why am I torturing myself now because of it? Life is good now. Let's enjoy it. How about that? So I let go of the talent management. And the crazy thing is like I only had one client that I was managing because that's literally all the time I had. And if I'm being so honest, I wasn't even like really doing her justice. And that's ultimately what made me decide, because I was like, I'm not doing her justice. Like, I don't have the time to put into this in the way that she deserves. So I need to let it go for the best for her as well, because she's now going to get a manager that probably is doing this as their full-time thing. But also, I feel such a weight lifted off my chest. Like, the day that I decided to do this, I woke up and immediately got into work and was just so overwhelmed, because it was truthfully the mental load of this more than the actual physical time I had to put into it. I enjoy working. I love to work. I love to be busy, but it's the mental load of like, I have all of these things to do and I can't get it done. And oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. I let go of the talent management, and now I still am a bit overwhelmed because it's going to be stressful working full time and running a business. It's a part of it, but I'm figuring out ways to let go of that stress where it's like, okay, if I don't get a TikTok up today for the business, that's all right. It's not like I have a full-time job. I'm doing my best here. I have like a coaching program that I run there where I'm teaching photographers how to market their business, because I realized like I don't have the energy to do this for clients. I previously was doing a lot of like done for you work for photographers where I was essentially running their social medias for them. And then I realized like that stresses me out. I don't like to have a ton of individual clients where I'm like, all right, I have to write a caption for them and do this for them. I'd rather just have a group program where I teach them how to do it for themselves. And so I'm like adjusting things as I go, because that's the point. That's the whole point, figuring out how to make your life easier. You know, other examples of this, I really struggle. Previously, I'm actually getting a lot better with this. I got an OCD diagnosis in October because it got so damn bad for a while. But I was really struggling with death anxiety, which I'm still kind of trying to figure out how to work through that. Really, again, it's just been looking around and being like, what's my reality right now? I'm alive. Let's try to enjoy it. That's a whole other topic though. But the other thing is just like relationship OCD, and always wondering like, again, with the whole, it's just my stories that come into play. I really failed to remember like how much our past experiences affect people with anxiety and OCD. Like that's what it's all built off of. All of my fears and anxieties and ruminating thoughts and everything are built off of past experiences. Like I was cheated on before. I was treated pretty terribly by a lot of people in my life. Like all of these things led me to believe that like no one is here to stay. Nobody has my best interest in mind. People aren't good. I can't trust anybody. People have secret intentions, like all of these things. So I found myself with my wonderful, trustworthy, tender-hearted boyfriend who is like head over heels for me and has never made me question that ever. Let me make that so clear. Like this man, anyone who knows us, the first thing that they say about him is how much he loves me. Sort of a thing. It's funny because like I talk to my friends about this, especially like my friends who know Tyler and I that went to EMT school with us, and my one friend is just like, what are you on about? Like that man has not played about you since the moment he met you. All of that to say like my relationship OCD would very much be like, does he actually love me? Does he secretly still want to be with his ex? Does he secretly still want to be with this one random girl he talked to? Like, does he secretly wish I looked like her? What if he doesn't love me? What if I'm just a backup choice? What if, like, are we meant to be together? And it was just like, holy shit, shut up. Jesus, shut up. That's sort of where I got with my brain. What I've started to do is like really pull back. And when that happens, I realize I used to isolate a lot. Now I'll like go give him a hug and do the opposite of what my brain is trying to tell me to do. But two, just look around, assess my environment, and be again, like, what's the current reality? The current reality is that I love this man, and this man makes me feel so loved, and he's never done anything to make me feel like I am not his top choice, like I'm not his top priority. So let's embrace that. Let's enjoy that until he shows me otherwise. And it takes a while to get there. I won't lie. Like you're going to have to do this repeatedly, every 5 minutes maybe. If you get a thought and you work through it and then it comes back 5 minutes later, do it again. And eventually those thoughts will get further and further apart. But the same goes with really any type of anxiety. If you just feel anxious all the time for no reason, my anxiety also affected my sleep a lot. So something I've started to do before going to bed or when I wake up in the morning, I always wake up feeling anxious, or just throughout the day when I would feel anxious, I would just stop, reconnect with my breath, like tune back into my body, figure out, okay, where do I feel this? Just literally take some deep breaths. Why don't we take some deep breaths together right now? This is going to be cheesy, but breath work has really helped me. So belly breathing, like I found with anxiety, we really breathe a lot in our chest. And like our chest feels tight. So breathe deeply into your belly and like put your hands under your bosoms at the top of your ribs, sort of, or the bottom of your ribs, I guess. Breathe into your belly, and when you start to feel your chest expand, stop. Hold it for 2, 3, 4 seconds. Breathe out. Do this breathing whenever you start to feel really anxious. I like to do a box breath where I breathe in for 6, hold it for, well, that's not a box breath. A box breath is in for 4, hold for 4, out for 4, hold for 4. I like to take a big deep breath, hold it for like 4 seconds, big deep breath out. That helps a lot. It's just tapping into your parasympathetic nervous system of like soothing your body. The other thing that I mentioned a bunch of times is looking at what's around you. Anxiety is a perceived threat. It's our body trying to let us know like, hey, something's not right. We're not safe here. So looking around you and being like, is there something in my environment that's not safe to me right now? Probably not. Is there something that is a problem right now? This works for people with anxiety, for chronic worriers, for whatever. Like literally looking around and being like, what is a problem right now? What is infringing on my safety right now? Nothing? All right, cool. Let's let it go. Humans, like we have evolved a lot and our brains do a lot of incredible things, but they are also so silly sometimes. We are not meant to constantly be in fight or flight. And if you are, we just need to work on regulating your nervous system. So doing those parasympathetic exercises of breath work and getting back in tune with your environment and slowing down. Slow down. Don't wake up and immediately start your day. Wake up and ease into the day, take some deep breaths when you first wake up, do a meditation, journal, move through your day slowly. If you're driving, like look around. Go get out in the sun. Slow down. You don't need to be moving as if your house is on fire. Your house is not on fire. Take a deep breath. Relax your muscles. Unclench your jaw. Roll your shoulders out. Your house is not on fire. You are okay. So much of your anxiety is in your head because of past experiences or stories you're holding on to or beliefs you're holding on to. So we want to start to unravel them because it's only affecting us. And that's not fair. It's another thing that kind of pissed me off was looking back and being like, damn, I'm so affected in my daily life by the shitty things people have done to me in my past, and they're not affected by it at all. That's insane. There's this quote that I love, and it's like holding on to resentment or anger or anything like that is like holding a hot coal and expecting it to burn the other person. It is only affecting you. Let it go. Forgive. Forget. You're not going to forget, but like, let it go. You don't have to forgive people. I don't care what you do. Let it go. If it's forgiveness, cool. If it's realizing like you're not worth it, middle fingers up, I'm letting go of this shit because I don't want to hold on to it anymore, do that. Let it go. That's not your story. That's not your truth. You get to decide what your story is. You get to decide how you want to live moving forward. Let it be. I think I see my boyfriend riding down the road. See what I mean? Like this man that my brain has convinced me secretly loves someone else is driving to see me on his work break, his lunch break. Take a deep breath. Insight Timer has some really good free breathwork meditations. I highly recommend it. I do one in the morning and then I do one in the evening before bed, and it's really helped me with my sleep issues. Just calming down, slowing down, showing your body it is safe. We are safe here. It is safe. We are safe. There's not a threat. You deserve to live a life where you can take a deep breath. You deserve to live a life where you can relax your shoulders, where your body's not constantly assessing for threats. There's not a threat right now. You deserve to feel at peace, okay? Because your nervous system being out of whack is affecting a lot of other systems in your body. Your hormones, your gut, I am working with functional practitioners right now and I'm realizing how fucked up my body has been from years of living in fight or flight and years of my nervous system being dysregulated. I've got adrenal fatigue, my shit's all out of whack. So I'm working on it, and it's literally you have the tools you need. So much of it is your breath. It sounds so silly, but I promise you, breathe it out, journal it out. Journaling has helped me a lot. I journal 3 pages a day, just word dumping my thoughts onto paper. You just need to get it out, let it out, let it out, let it out. Cry it out, scream it out, sing it out, hum it out, write it out, do whatever you got to do. Get it out, let it go. All right, friends, this was a short one. I'm probably going to start doing shorter episodes when I just want to. I feel like I had so much pressure on myself. They have to be so long. No, they don't. My friend Farah, you should go watch her YouTube, Farah the Frequency. She's doing daily YouTube postings. And y'all know I love making videos on YouTube, but I just feel like I haven't had the time, going back to what I said in the beginning of this video. So I'm just going to start doing short ones when I want to. And I wanted to today. So I hope you enjoyed it. But take a deep breath. I'll see you in the next one. Bye, friends.